Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Steve Breach coming to you here today. San Francisco 49ers fall to the Miami Dolphins 21 to 30. No, wait a minute. 24 to 31. That is it. Game came all the way down to basically the last series of plays. The 49ers had a chance to tie this game and take the game into overtime. The Dolphins were what we thought they were. Basically, yesterday I said, even though this team is sitting here with a 7-4 record, I thought that honestly this team is a team that we could beat. And that's not something that I was looking forward to. The 49ers fall today to 1-10. We are winless since opening day against the Los Angeles Rams. We won that game on Monday Night Football. We looked really nice, just like last year when we surprised the Minnesota Vikings. People said, hey, maybe they're not as bad as they are. But we are a struggling football team. I almost said that we were a good team. But they're doing exactly what I want them to do. I do not want them to win. I don't want to have a moment of like, all right, good job, here we go, we're putting it together, and then immediately fall into we just fucked ourselves by winning a game that doesn't matter in the long run. I can see that the 49ers will still have confidence in Colin Kaepernick. Him and Carlos Hyde, they set up for a touchdown to kick off the game, 7-0 on the opening drive. That was awesome. And from there, the Dolphins took over and we were playing catch up. And just like my Sacramento Kings, we've been behind and be able to come back in a lot of games. Just because you're coming back doesn't mean that you're doesn't mean you're good. I still think that even though Colin Kaepernick was able to run for 100 yards rushing today, and he did throw for 3 touchdowns, I still think that the offensive line is the number one thing that I would fix on the 49ers. Obviously, if you put a few playmakers on defense, whether that's I think the defensive line is straight, but I think that honestly, we need some people that can break up some passes. We need some people that can be on the cornerback position. We need some people that can be the outside linebackers that can apply pressure as well as cover somebody that drops into coverage. I think that's the things that we really need to go after to really make this here. I really like the Dolphins running back. This is honestly the first time I've seen him run. That guy seems like he's just a beast that can run over anybody. Ryan Tannehill, he is what we thought he was. I'm not a big Ryan Tannehill fan. I don't think that he's a good quarterback. I think if the Dolphins had a chance to get another quarterback, I think they would jump all over it. I wouldn't be surprised if just say Ryan Tannehill before he hangs it up and it's all said and done. He'll be the quarterback of the Kansas City Chiefs. And that's not a good thing or a bad thing. It's just sort of where mediocre quarterbacks go to die and live out the rest of their career. I'm not a fan of his. I don't think that he's a great quarterback. People make excuses for him, almost like people made excuses for Alex Smith when he was with the Niners. He's had 4 different offensive coordinators. Every year he's having to learn a new offense. I just don't think he can get it done. I don't think he's the guy that's going to get it done for Miami. I know that they've been looking for a quarterback, honestly, ever since Dan Marino walked out that door, and he's not walking back in it. So it sucks, but I think that's the biggest thing if I was the Dolphins that I would want to improve to make that team a better team. But hey, they have a 7-4 record, and we have a 1-10 record. So what the fuck can I say? 49ers lose. I don't know who we got next week. For some reason, right after the Niner game ended, the radio flipped over to the Jets and Patriots game. We didn't get the post-game wrap-up with the interviews with the players and coaches and talks about, all the stats and this, that, and the other. But, the Jets and Patriots, 10-10. Jets had them out on the ropes and let them right back into that game. They were beating up Brady pretty bad, but it seemed like Brady woke up when New England was able to rip a fumble away from the Jets, and now it's 10-10. If I'm a Jets, I'm shitting in my pants.